What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Michael Jordan. Welcome to another podcast of Iconic Entertainment. And today, I'm gonna do something a little bit different tonight, of course. So, I'm actually doing this for a friend because she really like a really big Disney fan. So, right here, I'm gonna give you my top 10 favorite Disney movies. So, if we shall start off by number one movie, Lion King. Now, of course, I'm going to say the animation one. Now, when I rewatched the remake of Lion King, like the live action, it just I wasn't really feeling it like that. Like it wasn't really something particularly I was really into. Like don't get me wrong, they did a lot from the animation version and then they put it into live action, which is pretty cool because they actually added like certain different um scenes. It was like kind of like watching the extended version of the Lion King, the way they went about the live action movie. It's not bad. It's not bad. It just wasn't as good as the original animation Lion King. So I just felt like it didn't live up to it. But maybe if I give it a few more watches, I probably enjoy it more than how I feel about it right now. But personally, if I had to actually rate it, I would probably give it between like a 6.5, maybe a 7 at the most, But that's just my opinion, because I truly love Lion King. That's like my number one favorite Disney movie of all time. But as I move on to this list, I have here at number two, Aladdin. Now, the live action Aladdin, yes, is actually better than the animation Aladdin. And I say that because they put really a lot into it. So they like literally topped it off compared to the uh the animation Aladdin. I love the music in it. They even had it some new music in it. So that was pretty cool. Like the new little song that they have for Jasmine. Of course, I felt like Will Smith did a terrific job, playing the genie in Aladdin. He did a phenomenal job with it, So I will admit, I actually like the live action version more than I like the animation of Aladdin. Don't get me wrong, the original I still do adore, I truly do love, but I just felt like it was just magnificent the way they did the live action version of it. I still remember when I went to go see it at the movie theaters. I just had such a great time watching that movie. Like literally, I did. I felt like a child all over again. So I'm really glad that they took their time and made that movie. And I also see that they could be doing a sequel with it as well, which is pretty cool because I wanted to see how they go about that. See how that story turns out. But yes, magnificent job, masterpiece. Like literally. Um, as I go on number three. So, third favorite Disney movie, Big Hero 6. This movie right here, I really, really hope they do a a part two to this because out of all the sequels, as far as movie goes, I really thought they would have actually did, a sequel to Big Hero 6 already by now, because this it's been over like 8 9 years maybe since they you know did Big Hero 6. So even though I see that they did like the shorts of you guys, his name, I can't think of his name right now, but I see they did the shorts of him on the Disney Plus thing. It's pretty cool, don't get me wrong. It's I'm glad that they did that. So it's real heartwarming because that character particularly, that they that you know I can't think of the guy's name because it's been a while since I've seen the movie. But that guy, his brother, of course, that built the robot, he was very, you know, you know, intelligent, but he was like real heartwarming as the way he built him and everything though. So it was real heartwarming and everything though. But yes, Big Hero 6, that is such a great movie. I absolutely love that movie, man. that movie really should get a sequel. I really hope they do a part two. But yeah, um, I really keep that one. That one really hit home for me. But as I move on to this list now, I have at number four, Raya and the Last Dragon. I cannot make this up. Raya and the Last Dragon. I can literally watch that movie constantly. Like when I first seen it on Disney Plus, I literally watched it like at least 4 or 5 times, maybe. No, all jokes to aside, like I literally like that movie more than I like Mulan, cause even though it has the similarity as Mulan, but I don't know, it's just something about Raya, like her character stuck with me for some reason, and I was really feeling it. And then of course the I can't think of the actress name, but she's the one that actually played in Shang-Chi, and she's the one that voices the dragon and everything. I felt like she was pretty funny in the movie as well too. She did a good job playing the role and everything. But yes, they did a great job with Raya and the Last Dragon. I really feel like Raya and the Last Dragon is actually underrated. It doesn't get enough attention like it should, and then I would say this, like it actually it actually didn't go to the theaters because this is when the pandemic happened. So like it didn't get that attention that I think it really deserved. But overall though, it was a phenomenal movie, and Raya was a beast. Like literally, she was just a beast. Like when she was going to, you know what I'm saying, to go after her father and everything, to like bring him back to life, along with bringing other families back to life and everything. It was game on, you know what I'm saying? So like I was all for it, but I just love how they did that movie. That movie right there is like, that's another heartwarming movie. Very, you know um very serious. And then the ending really touched me. I love how they did the ending. It was very touching, so pretty emotional too, on like certain scenes to the aspect of the movie if you watch it. But yeah, if you haven't seen Raya and the Last Dragon, I really suggest you watch that, because that is just a great movie to watch from beginning to end. It keeps your attention of what's going on in the story. But yeah, that's a definite watch though. As I move on to this list though, Incredibles 2. So of course I would actually put Incredibles 1 in here because they're both neck to neck for me, as far as favorite movies. But Incredibles 2, man. What can I not say about this movie? Cause the way they did it, it was just, they did it just right. That's what made this movie so perfect, because they did it just right. It literally picked up where it left off from the first one, even though it took so many years for them to release this movie, which I felt like that was kind of messed up, but rather now than never. But they did such an excellent job with it. They did an excellent job with it. Of course, my favorite character is Jack Jack, cause like when I first watched, I remember when I seen Incredibles. Of course, like even everyone else, they number one overall favorite character was probably Dash. So yes, like Dash was like one of my number one favorite characters. But like if you think about it, like now after watching Incredibles 2 so much, like Jack Jack was the one that had all the powers. So he was like the main highlight out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? So what is it Jack Jack cannot do? I felt like he was too hard to really manage, and you see how Bob was really stressing out and everything with him trying to, babysit and watch Jack Jack, because he just he too powerful. He too powerful. You know what I'm saying, to hold down. But yes, Incredibles 2, amazing job, amazing job. I really hope they make an Incredibles 3. I really hope they do, because Incredibles 1 and 2, those are masterpiece movies, man. They are. Um, As I move on to this list, though, at number six, the game plan. The game plan. I love this movie. This was back when The Rock, was like, I want to say probably like in his prime when he was in WWE, maybe, but I could be wrong. But great movie, man. Hilarious. I can watch this movie all day long too. But this was such a great movie. You know, it had everything. It's nothing that I didn't like about it. It was funny. He was trying to figure out as far as like well, actually not before his daughter even came into play. He was a big, famous quarterback. He was all about himself and everything, all for his fans and whatnot. Until his daughter came into play, and then he had to be responsible of his daughter and everything, and look after her and whatnot. So even though they started off on the wrong foot at first, but they started growing close to each other. They started building that relationship, and he you know, started caring about her more and everything. And it was cool. This another like another wholesome, family kind of movie that you'll truly appreciate if you haven't seen it. But great movie. I absolutely love this movie. And I'm glad that they went with the rock of doing this particular movie. But yeah, I love this movie. Yep. As I move on to this list, though, at number seven, Tangled. Now, I'm really not really into like princess movies for real. I don't really care for like sing-alongs. That's like not really my type of thing for real. But like as far as like movies with like a princess involved, I felt like Tangled kind of had that. It had that comedy in it. Even though it was a venture princess movie, but they wasn't all up in the caught up in like the sing-alongs and whatnot. So it was cool. It was funny. It was different from like the other princess movies that we would normally see and everything. And Rapunzel's, she was unique, with her having long hair and everything and whatnot. And the story was interesting though. It was because like the entire time we didn't really she didn't really she thought like the mom that she had was her actual mom when it really wasn't. So it turned out she was just there for her hair and everything. And until Rapunzel ended up finding her actual parents and everything. So that was pretty cool and everything. And then of course, she meets a guy that she truly ends up falling in love, and they end up getting together and everything. So it was awesome. And then of course, my other favorite character in the movie was the horse. I felt like the horse was like hilarious. So this movie just it had everything put together for me to actually enjoy it. So yes, I could actually consider this as one of my favorite Disney movies. So yes, I put Tango as my number seventh. But as I move on to this list though, at number eight, Brave. Now, like I said, another movie that where I don't really care for like the princesses, but this movie happens to catch my attention because it was actually dealing with her, into archery and everything. So I've been into stuff like that ever since the Green Arrow. So I actually give those kind of characters more attention. So that really caught my attention as far as like this movie goes. But it was cool. It was cool. And she was learning how to get into archery and everything, and the back and forth with her mom and whatnot. Now it's been a while since I've seen this movie, so I can't particularly remember the entire story. But like I said, overall, it was a great movie that I appreciate and that I can always go back to rewatch, and just like enjoy it and everything. So yeah, I would consider this as one of my favorites though. But yeah, um, as I move on to the list, at number nine, Empress New Groove. Hilarious, hilarious movie. Empress New Groove, I literally consider that as a classic movie. I mean, I grew up watching this movie when I was younger and everything, and I still love this movie. I get a great laugh watching this because My favorite characters out of this movie, uh, of course, the Emperor. I like the Emperor. He's my number one. But the one of them all is Crunk. Like, cause Crunk was just stupid, and that's what just made this movie just even funnier because just with him and his dumb nonsense, So it really made me really enjoy the movie even more and everything. And then of course, you had the one that was trying to take his spot and everything. I can't think of her name right now, but with her trying to be the replacement of becoming an emperor or whatnot, it's a great movie to get a great laugh out of. So if you never seen Emperor's New Groove, this is another movie I would suggest you watch because it's hilarious. It's an absolute classic, man. But yes, I had to put that as one of my top 10 favorite movies. And then at number 10, Onward. Onward, I feel like this is another movie that doesn't get enough attention. Kind of like under the radar, it's underrated. Like, it just, it was so great. Like, it was so interesting of how, you know, he went about, trying to look for his dad and everything. And even at the end, how he was able to, actually see him and whatnot and everything, and how his dad, gave him that gift, the wand, of course, that he was using and everything to learn the different tricks and spells and stuff like that and whatnot. So this movie, it was so good. It was so good. I really don't think enough people actually know about this movie because the story to Onward is deep and is so interesting to watch from beginning to end. So it's like you don't want to miss a beat of it. So it's going to keep you entertained the entire time. But like I said, it's been a while since I've seen these Disney movies. So, I just go off of what I can like possibly remember of them. But like I said, overall, this top 10 of my favorite Disney movies, I do love them. I truly do. I love them all. They're great movies. And if you haven't seen them, I really suggest you guys watch these movies, because they are great movies and they are considered classics to me. So I'm all about the 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 action and the story of how when it comes to Disney movies and everything, and you know seeing how the movie can be relatable. So that's mainly what I really look for. But yeah, guys, this is my top 10 of my favorite Disney movies. I'm gonna actually go off the list one more time to let y'all know. So, like I said, Lion King, 1 and 2. Oh, yes, I meant to say that. Yeah, Lion King 2, of course. Yeah, that's another one that I do love as, my number one. I couldn't decide on just one for Lion King. But yeah, Lion King 1 and 2. Aladdin live action and the animation version. Big Hero 6. Raya and the Last Dragon, Incredibles 2, The Game Plan, Tangled, Brave, Empress New Groove, and Onward. Those are my top 10 favorite Disney movies. Now, hey, I really want to hear y'all thoughts and concerns on how y'all feel about these particular movies. You can put it in the comment section down below because I really want to hear if y'all actually like some of these movies or not. Like, is this your list or list your top 10 of your favorite movies? Like, what's your favorite top 10 Disney movies? You can put it all in the comment section down below, because I'm really interested to see what y'all truly like about, the Disney movies and everything, because I'm gonna always keep it as a part of my youth or whatnot, you know. Of course, if y'all enjoy this channel, remember to subscribe at Iconic Entertainment. You can also follow me on my Facebook page at Iconic Entertainment, Instagram, Iconic Entertainment, TikTok, at MikeJ3, and you can follow me on Twitter at MikeJ3 as well. This is your boy Michael Jordan, and be here for more videos to come. So stay tuned, guys. I'm out.